something different about Endigo. Or maybe it's just my imagination. Hi everybody, my name is Endigo. Welcome to my channel. I started a podcast last week. Me and my dear friend Donna Burke have started a podcast called Making It in Japan. Now, Donna Burke, if you don't know, she's like a worldwide rock star, superstar. She's the voice of the trains here in Japan, the Shinkansen trains. She sings all the songs in like every anime and video game ever, Metal Gear Solid, Tokyo Ghoul, everything. It's available on Donna's YouTube channel or on Spotify. So if you want to hear us talk for hours and hours about Japan, life in Japan, getting to Japan, video games, go give it a listen. It's pretty cool, if I may say so myself. It is now the month of June, meaning that it's finally time for another installment of hashtag Ask Endigo. Now on to the questions. What is your least favorite YouTube remix you made? Honestly, if I don't like a remix I'm doing, I'm just throwing it away before it's even done. There are so many remixes you guys will never hear that just suck, that I never post. So there's not a single one that I really do hate. Some years ago I made a remix of Jim Sterling. Now I like it, I think it's really cool, very like musical-esque, but nobody else likes it. My dad hates it, Maya hates it, a lot of the viewers kinda don't like it. So I guess that's my biggest remix failure, but you know, I like it. Have you thought of releasing an album with old songs and remixes that you haven't already published? Yeah, I've been thinking about it. There's a lot of old stuff that is on YouTube that is not on Spotify that I kind of want to get on there. It's not happening anytime soon. I'm currently working on some other cool music stuff, but it's like new music. But down the line, maybe like a kind of lost collection, you know, maybe. How long does it take to make an outfit? Make an outfit. Let's be clear here. I do not sew. I do not create. I'm not like a seamstress or anything. I can't do that. But if you mean like getting made up from zero to this, anywhere from 30 minutes if I'm in a hurry to like, I mean, infinity if I have infinite time. Like I could keep going for like a couple hours probably if I have the option to. When you write your own songs, do you play the instrumental parts first and then add lyrics, or the other way around? In almost all the cases, I start with the music. When it comes to like making real rock songs for bands, stuff like that, always the music first, and then the lyrics kind of try to fit them in. Unless I have a very, very specific idea for a song. For example, I'm working on a song now that is probably going to be coming up on the channel maybe this week or next week. You'll know when you see it. That one, I wrote the lyrics first, which is typically not what I do. But yeah, it'll make sense this time, trust me. Any music that you recommend? Are there any lesser known artists that you really like? Okay, let me go onto my Spotify real quick. Sadly, I can't play you any of the music because of copyright, you know, but some recent albums I found that are pretty good. Have a Nice Day by World Order is pretty good, like electro kind of stuff. Ross by Low Roar. I mean, Low Roar, such a great musical act. Helix by Crystal Lake. I don't listen to a lot of metal these days, but this album is epic. Romance by Hiroji Miyamoto. I mean, he's one of Japan's, most popular, like, classic pop rock dudes. And this is such a great album. Came out this year or last year. It's pretty nice. And Akku by Mook, which is Mook's latest album. They're my favorite band of all time. Last couple of albums, they've been okay, but I haven't been like, whoa. But this one is really good. So yeah. So that's some of the music that I'm currently rotating heavily. Enjoy. Greetings, Endigo. What music software do you recommend for beginners? So I use FL Studio, and that's what I've been using since 2007. So like 14 years now. I was a beginner when I started, and I'd say it's pretty beginner friendly. It might look a bit confusing at first because there's a lot going on, but it's really easy, and it's really popular with kids and like young YouTube music producers. Probably for a reason. It's very easy to get into, and you can make pretty much anything with it. But if you don't have FL, I mean, whichever of the big music softwares you get, you can do everything with. Just learn the software. Doesn't matter which one you pick. When will you drop a makeup routine or get ready with me? So I've never really planned to do a makeup video or anything like that on this channel. I don't think that's really what the audience here is here for, but I mean, if you want one, maybe I could make it. Leave a comment and say, makeup baby, if you want to, and I might, I guess. What is the coolest thing you have seen in Japan? Probably, I mean, cheesy as it may sound, first time I came to Osaka and went out on the bridge in Dotonbori and saw the big neon signs and everything, the iconic over the river kind of view. It just blew my mind. How does one control facial hair? I can shave as much as I want, but still end up visible and looks just bad. What's the secret to removing facial hair? I'm the opposite, and I've been really lucky considering, what I do for a living. But I don't really have any facial hair, like, at all. I mean, I get a little bit of, like, stubble. I think last year, me and Maya made a video for M3 TV, where I hadn't shaved for 2 weeks. And in this video, this is maximum what I get when I don't shave for 2 weeks. Like, it's nothing. It would be cool to be able to get a cool beard, but I I can't. Do you dress up like a girl off the camera too? I mean, I try stuff. I practice makeup. I try different outfits and shit. But like when I'm out and about in town, I mean, no. I've gone to parties and clubs sometimes, like all dressed up like this, but yeah, no. Usually, no. Are you planning on going to any conventions like PAX or VidCon when they open back up? I would love to. I miss doing stuff so bad. I really wanted to go to Tokyo Game Show when I came to Japan. But the first year when I moved here right after Tokyo Game Show was held. And then last year, it was cancelled, obviously. And I think it's cancelled this year too, I'm not sure. But I really want to go to Tokyo Game Show. And of course, when I'm able to travel, I will have to go to somewhere else. I did go to E3. It was the best thing I've ever done. One of the best weeks of my life. So yes, for sure. Can you help me with my math homework? Just do what I did. Give your math homework to a friend who's better than you at it. Hi Endigo, huge fan. I'm starting YouTube myself and I'm really nervous about not getting views or subscribers. Do you have any tips or advice for me? Let me be real, you probably won't get any views or any subscribers for a while. You might, but you probably won't. And you gotta be prepared for that. Do it because it's fun. And if the content is good, if you keep going, your content will get better. And once it's good, if you're still enjoying it, people will come eventually. But it might take time. It might not, but it probably will. Make sure it comes from a place of fun. When did you start making your music? Because it sounds amazing. And what is your favorite remix you have made? Listen, I started my first band when I was 10. It did not sound amazing. It took a couple of years for it to sound amazing. In fact, I did a video a while ago where I reacted to my old band and it sounds like shit. My favorite remix, I gotta say, is probably my latest, the old ones out, the Hogwarts remix. Cause it was just so fun and it turned out really funny. The way I was able to include Hedwig's theme from the Harry Potter films as the chorus. I'm a bit of a genius myself, you know. Will you and Dan TDM actually collab? I don't know. Have you tried asking Dan? Will you ever make Big Chungus 4? No. But maybe you will. You know what? I'm announcing it now. A Big Chungus 4 competition. If you're a musician or a remixer or anything, and you want to make the official Big Chungus 4, I'm gonna open a contest. I'm gonna open an official contest to make Big Chungus 4, and the best one will be the official one and uploaded by me. Send your submissions to endigoskyborn@gmail.com and I will review them in a video, and I will pick one winner and that will become the real Big Chungus 4, officially. Now get to it! If you could go live in a city for 10 years, LA or New York, which one and why? So I have been to Los Angeles. I have never been to New York. I really want to go to New York. And I don't think I want to live in Los Angeles because it's just so big and there's just freeways and drug users on the streets. Maybe New York isn't any better, but I really want to go there before I make up my mind. So right now I'm leaning New York, but gotta go there before I decide. But to be fair, I'm pretty happy with Tokyo anyway, so Was it hard learning Japanese and passing the final exam that guarantees that you are competent work in the Japanese society? So this person is referring to the JLPT, which is the Japanese language proficiency test that I passed the business level last year. Yeah, it's hard. I took basically a whole year off YouTube, 2019. I took like 12 months, basically didn't make a single YouTube video because I had to just study. I went to school. It's hard, but it's definitely doable if you put the time in, as I did. What do you like more, girls or games? Why not both? You know, gamer girls, best of two worlds. I like gamer girls so much I became one, you know? Who put the bump in the bump? Who put the ram in the ram ding dong? What instruments can you play? I can sing and play the guitar pretty well. I can like handle the piano and the drums, but I've never had an opportunity to show you on YouTube. One day I will. Other than the pandemonium ending, what are you excited for? So if everything works out and we get our shots and everything, I am going back to Sweden this winter to meet my family, I hope. I'm trying so hard. Or maybe this autumn, but sometime this year I want to go back to Sweden, meet my family, meet my friends, and I am really excited for the new Nintendo Switch Pro! Or Super Nintendo Switch, or whatever it's gonna be called. I think it's gonna be revealed tomorrow. You heard it here first. But if I'm wrong, you didn't hear it from me. And finally, do you like Assassin's Creed? I have never played an Assassin's Creed. I've been intrigued by some of them, but the newer ones, they just seem too long, and I don't have all the time in the world. I might, maybe, try them, maybe. Alright, that was all the questions. Guys, I have a Patreon now, patreon.com/endigo. So if you like my content, want to support what I do, feel free to head over there and support me. Thanks for sending in all the questions. I can't be bothered making an outro, so goodbye.